Oh, right. It's been a bit of a week. A bit of time has passed, a whole week actually, but I'm just going to run you through the entire week from the comfort of my office. Basically, I'm just going to load up on here so I go through everything in chronological order. You'll be seeing the pump shot on the screen from Sunday. On Saturday, I was at the gym for some tissue work. I got some news that maybe don't come home too soon because the electricity's out. So I had no power, which obviously I can't work with no power, no Wi-Fi, but most importantly, no charge. I don't get the best of Wi-Fi in this area without, the best of signal in this area without the Wi-Fi. So with the Wi-Fi being down, obviously I'd have to hotspot it to my laptop to work, to my work phone to work. But the pump shot on the screen was good, by the way. The arm day pump shot. After this, we have legs, which was obviously one of my first rehab sessions back. No hat squat shown because this was giving me a bit of aggro, but we managed to load up a little bit on the pendulum, extra 10 kilos from last week's rehab session, and then the squat press was pain-free. So I did, obviously you can see here, fully loaded, and then dropped down a couple plates for a back offset, which I did not go to failure on anything here. Really slowing down the tempos, like I mentioned before. I won't go through it again because we mentioned it all in last week's video and vlog where I talked through my rehab and my injury. But the pump was good. Tape aside, the tape really helped to keep things tight, so that was an added bonus. But what I was saying, power, yeah, can't charge my stuff, and I can't make my food. I do have like a lighter to turn the hob on, so I could have cooked my meats. But I couldn't, like rices and stuff, things that needed no hot water to make my cream of rice or microwave to do it. So I couldn't use either of the tactics. So what I was doing was, for that day, I went to my nan's to charge up my phones and cook. She doesn't have any Wi-Fi, so I can't just stay there and work. And I'll come home and just bounce back and forward as and when I needed to charge, basically, and just living off portable chargers in the meantime. But Sunday night, ended up moving in with my auntie for the next few days, and then came home Wednesday. Luckily, she was nice enough to let me stay. Obviously, my auntie and uncle as well. I stayed there for a few days. I'm not able to eat all my meals, stay on plan. It just, obviously, everything took a little bit longer. Travel to the gym took a bit longer. Out of routine. You know how it is when you're out of routine, you don't have your set stuff. It's like things that take 2 minutes take 5, things that take 10 minutes take half hour, because things aren't where they usually are. You have to do different things different ways, and it was just a pain in the backside, if I'm honest. And a week later, I'm still just about recovering from it and finding myself back into routine, but it's been all systems go. Obviously, the quality of work never slagged. Everyone's smashing it, the team's smashing it. It's just taking its toll on me, if I'm honest. That being said, we still took a PR on the Atlantic shoulder press on delt day, 155 kilos, moving up. That means one thing, we'll be taking on the 4 plates next week, back to my best. That's my all-time best, 4 plates. So the fact that I made the 155 move like this and then got a pump like that, happy with the pump, first for sure. Still keeping lean condition. A little bit watery at this point from the stress, but things are looking on the up and feeling better. By this point, I'm just praying that I'm able to get back into my routine quickly and swiftly. But I was starting to like find my rhythm at my auntie's back again on the Wednesday, come home, non-training day, so I could really just sort myself out, jump on a call with Brad, obviously to talk team meetings, just in time. Had to obviously postpone and move a few things around because I was just not able to do it at that point. We had to just communicate as we were, just without the big sit down, because I had no time or really opportunity to sit down or Wi-Fi to sit down. But came back, like I said, on Wednesday. I'll leave you with Thursday here. Right, we're in the settings so you know what time it is. We are about to jump on the Empty the Tank group call. On the screen, you will only be seeing a pump shot, and I say only very loosely because it was a good pump shot. Very happy with today's workout. With obviously the week that I've had, I just thought, last thing I want to do after having my first proper night's sleep in my house is have to film. So gonna get in there, grip, rip, have a good session, and then show you all the pump afterwards, of course, because how do you know you've had a good session if you don't check the pump, eh? I'm kidding. Progress on everything. Maybe I should, no, I'm not even going to joke about that. We should definitely not have that ever happen again. So, right. I'm going to jump in this call now. Catch you in the morning. Let's see how much water weight I have put on over the stress of the week. Right, so We checked in actually at 108.8 kilos this week, so actually 200 grams down. You would have seen yesterday. I was so convinced that I was going to probably end up at like 110 of pure cortisol and water retention and stress personified on the scale, but you can see from the pictures on the screen, yes, we are a little bit more watery, but no, it doesn't matter. It's quite a good look. I feel actually tighter, although it's like a bit of a psychological mental battle when you feel lethargic and tired, and the stress has finally caught up to me today after a few days of actually being back. So I'm telling myself I'm a little bit watery. I'm noticing it. Probably a better way to put it, I'm hyper focusing on it a bit more, because it's what I'm expecting, more so than what the actuality is of it. You can see the photos on the screen for yourself. I'm always very transparent with it all, my physique photos, but looking at them myself, they're tighter than last week. I feel like the body's caught up with itself after taking 3, maybe 4 weeks of constant big jumps in weight. Ever since like the Christmas period, I haven't had really a week where my weight hasn't just all the way up. We've really put the foot down from there. And once we realised that after the 103 previous peaks of my bulks, that I'm still in pretty good nick. So let's test the waters and see how far we can go while still maintaining the priority on focus, priority on quality, and focus on gaining muscle with lean tissue and not pushing for the sake of the scale, which is obviously always what I preach and always what I do myself, practice what you preach. But yeah, just happy for the week to be over and back into routine. You'll also be seeing following that on the screen chest day, because what a chest day that was. We did it, 70 kilos went up for 5 reps and then 2 assisted. 60 went up for 14 reps. I know, I couldn't believe it. I was so gutted. I said if I didn't get 15, I'm a bitch, and I got 14. But next week we get at 15 with the 60s. 3 plates on the bar on the Smith machine for a 5-1. Beats my 4 from last week, so happy. And talking of happy, on the screen, I just spoke about feeling watery and bloated, but I felt fucking good when I was up there. Post-workout, chest full, delts full. I did a little bit of lateral raises. Was feeling good. But yeah, just gonna check that I'm not out of storage on my phone, because that would be a good way to end the video, just for it to end. But hint, that is going to wrap up the video for this week. I know it was a bit of a mismatch one, having to catch you all up at one go. I just, 1, wasn't in the mood, 2, didn't have the time, because everything that I did took extra time. Having to bounce here, there and everywhere to do this, that and the other, to charge my phone and cook my fucking food, for God's sake. And 3, it's just like not in my place. I'm not going to film around, even if I did have the time and the want. Not necessarily going to do that anyway in someone else's house, but yeah, that is that. Like the video if you like the videos. Like the videos, do me a favour, make me feel good. I'm a few weeks behind, like I said, so by the time this goes out, I'll be about 2 more weeks further along and probably feeling great again. Fingers crossed, all being well. Subscribe to the channel so you can see that, and I'll catch you all next week for week 63 of the Offseason, the final week of the push-up, so let's make it count.